Buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes. Ni voy a esperar. Quiero jugar ya. Vamos a quitar la música. Vamos a quitar la música ya. Vamos a ver si carga el juego ya. Ahora. Los calladitos, coño. Se carga, ¿verdad? Si eran exactamente igual, que cabrones son. Bueno, le hicieron macho polvo. A ver.
So, we meet again. The legend begins right here on Melee Island. Your once-in-a-lifetime chance to hear all the seafaring adventures of the mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood. Straight from the legend himself.
Ah, such a wonderful view of my future demonic empire. Well, nobody ever said pirates make
El
great
Murray, me
art.
cago en el Murray.
Oh, so you finally decided to show up, huh? Well, you can make yourself useful and start on the meat stew.
Hey, that's my cargo. I thought it'd be fish food by now. Looks like I'm back in business.
Get back in your cage, or it'll be gummies for the lot of you. We guard the governor now, not you pathetic pooches.
Se lo perro endemoniado.
Unfortunately, it's true what they say. You can't keep an undead, obsessive, vindictive, demonic sea scourge down.
Pirates on your precious sea of thieves practically tripped over themselves to deliver me this sword. Once this burning blade is restored, those waters will be mine.
LeChuck has come to know the Sea of Thieves. Do not lose hope. There is a way to rid this place of his evil influence.
No food or drink permitted during the event. Please keep your hands and feet inside the mansion at all times.
Ay, Dios mío. Voy a pasar como un niño chico otra vez. Esperen, fíjatelo. ¿Eh? ¿Qué te duele a ti ahora? No. Vamos a que nuevo. La verdad no tengo ni un duro porque me gasté todo. Gaviota de bolsillo y esto. Ah, vale, es un... No, pensaba que era una... De capitanía no hay nada, ¿no? Oh, se está guapo. Los retratos. ¿En serio trajeron al caniche de mierda, maldito este? Miren piratas y te trajeron cuadros. Para mí. Hola. Pausa publicitaria en 4 minutos. Bueno, antes de empezar que sea pausa y seguiremos. A ver qué más hay por aquí. Es re Banshee, no parece el de la Bella y la Bestia. Bueno, ya... ¿Y el pase de batalla qué hay? La verdad, no tengo...
Encima.
Sí. Sí, trailer, vale. Los detalles de todo en cuanto a... Emporio, poder de Emporio. Ah, ya no está la vida de un pirata, luego. Bueno, es que ahora está lo de Monkey Island. Y la vida de un pirata seguramente se puede hacer también. Bueno, ya tenemos esto a la vista. Antes de eso, quiero ver una cosa. Captura de pantalla. Pantalla 1. Es una cosita que quiero hacer. Ya que va a empezar una pausa publicitaria, voy a cagarme en todo que me muero. Voy a minimizar el juego porque quiero revisar. Porque tengo la impresora 3D ya a puntito de caramelo. Pero quiero ver una cosita. Vale. Ahí se ve. Ya después pasaremos al juego otra vez. Ahí se pasa mejor, ¿no? Sí, ahí se pasa mejor. Vamos a ver. ¿Había algo? Que estas figuras están buenas. Y esta de Murray. El mono. No veo gran cosa. Tengo que hacer esta. Tengo que ponerme a hacerlo. Murray. Stan. Yo voy a encontrarme con Stan otra vez. Y ¿habrá algo interesante de... o por lo menos que no haya visto? Sí, la calavera. Ah, mira acá. Ven aquí. Ah. Ya una calavera la tengo aquí, así que... así que una calavera no vamos a meter. No hay forma de ponerte por ahí, ¿no? Tengo las balas, pero... ¿qué vas aquí? No, que me estás me estás haciéndole sombra al corazón. Ya, vete para allá. Y para arriba. Cómete al poro. Vete al poro. No veo nada, ¿no? Pausa publicitaria en 1 minuto. Pues no veo nada que me interese por ahora, así que... a lo mejor. ¿Me devuelve uno? ¿Qué es para teléfono, no? Ah, no. La tengo también esto. Está guapo. Nada, publicidad en 5 y volvemos al juego. A ver, tengo mi barco. Bien. No, no pienso comprar un barco. Mi balandro y para allá. En 30 segundos termina la pausa. No sé. Ya puedes volver a comentar. Ya me imagino que la pose termina, así que... Ay, voy a ir en la melee, tengo una... Han cargado ni a mitad los textos. No han cargado ni los textos, sacaron esto tan a prisa que... Está guapo, loco. Me tengo que enfrascarme en el PvP. Ah, ya no está la tipa de un pirata, me parece. Ah, no, se está mirando aquí. La bandera del moro. Ay, Brucalia. Solo hay un relato. Bueno, también debe ser un relato gigante. Chorosito, hace cuánto que no miro la interpretación. $32.75. Este ya lo tengo al máximo, me voy a ir olvidando de este. 62, 32, esto nada. Tengo que subir estos tres, loco. Dios, qué pereza más grande. ¿Qué vi ahí? Ah, el renombre. ¿Cuándo termina? En 2 semanas. Es que tengo mucho trabajo, no voy a poder jugarlo nunca. ¿El último qué? Ah, el de cazahuesos. Me vas a comer los huesos tú.
What's on the horizon today?
A ver. Están las cartas de evasión, pero ya esta la tengo, por tanto, vamos a quitar esto.
Come back when you're buying the grog.
Me ha subido, ¿no? No, no me ha subido. Está lento. Está muy lento. Vamos a ver lo que hay.
Who's there?
Vale, aquí seguramente no habrá nada. Tiene que estar en la isla. No, vamos allá. Porque a lo tonto no tengo muchas horas para jugar.
Welcome to Capsized Charters.
Bonito.
So,
Ay, Dios, esta que es la hermana de Stan o qué.
soon I'll get back on the waves. Hey, don't touch that! Not unless you think you're tough enough to track down the man I'm hunting. Everything I know is in that logbook. I'd find him myself if I had the money to get back on the waves. But for now, I'm just another landlubber selling tours.
Ah, Captain Capsize. I see you've already settled in and started making friends.
I don't want friends. What I want is someone willing to drag that pirate pretender back to reality. Then he can have a long and meaningful conversation with the sole of my boot.
Which won't happen unless you take the time to explain our situation. A while ago, I invited a pirate named Guybrush Threepwood and his wife Elaine to celebrate their honeymoon here
Es que
on
tú
the Sea
también.
of Thieves.
You mean a fraud named Guybrush Threepwood? Though I'd also accept liar, imposter, figurehead thief.
Guybrush accepted my invitation, but his ship never arrived.
Es verdad.
After a while, I began to fear the worst. So I began making inquiries in the Sea
¿Qué
of the
fue
Damned.
el easter egg que encontramos
And
en la vida
found
del
me
pirata?
stuck there, sailing in circles in my old glass-bottomed boat. Something that looked like it anyway.
A memory of yours made real by the Sea of the Damned. In that realm, people and places from long ago can come back to haunt you, mingling with all the hopes and dreams in your heart. I fear that Guybrush has become trapped in memories of his own. Memories of a distant pirate sanctuary known as Melee Island. If he is not rescued, he will remain sealed in a dream world for all eternity, surrounded by fragments of his past. That is why I have asked Kate to recruit pirates who are both willing and able to broach the Sea of the Damned and save Guybrush.
And then everybody here will see what a pathetic dope he really is. It's a good plan. Think they can pull it off?
I believe they can.
Como siempre.
Kate learned of Guybrush's whereabouts, but was never able to reach him. You will be sailing into uncharted territory. On Melee Island, things may be very different from
tanto
the Sea of
diferentes.
Thieves you know.
Which is why you should take my logbook. But don't lose it. Once Threepwood has been rescued, I'm going to make him eat every last page.
You should keep an open mind, Kate. Out here, enemies can enter the same tavern and depart as friends.
When it comes to Guybrush Threepwood, I don't need an open mind. Only a closed fist.
Qué gana de darle de hostia.
Well, don't just stand there. Sail through that archway and find Threepwood. The logbook I gave you has everything you need to know.
A darle de hostias a Guybrush. Se habrá cambiado el título. Vamos allá. ¡Ah! Se me pintó todo. Paso de ti por el momento. Ya vamos acá. Hora de navegar. ¿A quién sacamos? A Guybrush, ¿no? Es para menos. A Guybrush. Monkey Island. A Monkey Island tenemos que sacar al mono, coño. Anda, quédate ahí. Listo. Bueno, por aquí. ¿Dónde está el mono? Y ponte ahí. Botín, paz y escado. Ahí va a estar guapo. Se parece a Guybrush ni harto coco, Bueno, ya lo seguiré leyendo. A tope. Debería bajar un poquito.
Dear Diary. Wow, what an incredible end to an amazing adventure.
Ah, mira.
I outwitted the evil pirate LeChuck, caused an avalanche, kinda, and lived to tell the tale. Even better, Elaine and I finally got married, and all of our friends were there too. I don't think we've ever been happier. Now all we have to do is set a course and begin our honeymoon, sailing on the Sea of Thieves. To get there, we have to pass through the Devil's Shroud. Elaine says it's no big deal so long as we follow the map, but I don't know. I miss seeing the stars. I had the nightmare again. I wake up in our cabin. Elena's gone. And at the end of my bed, LeChuck is there, laughing at me. It's crazy, I know. I left him buried back on Monkey Island, but why does it feel so real?
Estará el Jack. Puto
I
mono, ya
can
sabrás
almost
capaz.
hear the laughter.
Nada, los 3 barquitos como idiotas para allá. Ah, mira, volviste. Melea Isla.
But when I did get back to sleep, I had a very different dream. I was back where it all began, on my quest to become a legendary pirate. Back at the start of my very
Ahora se está
first
sacando la polla.
adventure.
Solo falta que salga el logo encima y ya raro se habrá sacado la polla en todos los idiomas. ¿Qué coño está haciendo el mono? Se está rascando la pata. Ya veo que voy a tener problemas con siempre. Vamos a ver si llego al puerto sin estrellarme ni nada raro. A ver. Ah, qué bien. Lo primero es ir al bar. Al bar, seguro. Vamos a atracar el barco bien. Se queda. El mono ya se habrá ido mandando por culo, como siempre. Como siempre, ando por culo. ¿Hay algo? No. Si algo puede haber. El bar es como, es que... Nadador. Ah. Una pieza de A8. ¡Epa! Quieto. Aquí he encontrado algo interesante. Espérate. Algo que no miré. El arma marinera, corazón de fuego, no me interesa. Ah, acá estás. Isla Melee. Vamos a ver los elogios. 6 elogios. Compra el uniforme del chef, entrégale la carga perdida, si no, no me libera. Otra vez a liberar a Otis. El reloj es justo a la medianoche, consigue entrar en la mansión del gobernador. La viaje de Isla Melee, derrota a los piratas fantasmas con cerveza raíz. Es Grog, no lo sé. Siéntate en el bar school, que lo vamos a hacer ahora. Infórmate sobre... Yo todo... Oh. Ay, Dios. Ya muere de visita por los lugares más importantes de la ciudad. Mierda, este nuevo historiador de Melee. De todos los lugares... Joder, otro que no sé. Estas son las figuras. Bueno, no son tan difíciles. Y he visto que hay monedas, así que... Y algo me dice que para comprar el traje y todo... Voy a tener que conseguir esas monedas. Voy a tener que revisar todo con lupa. ¿Y esto? Ah, vale. Aquí debe haber algo. Nada, vamos para adentro. Vamos, lo normal. Robar bolsa de doble, que no quiero pelear. Están dormidos, así que... Estoy dando vueltas ahí. Esta es una jarra para comprar. Está aquí escondido. Robar bolsas, les puedo robar las bolsas. Exacto. Oh, los señores piratas. ¡Hey! Carrito. Es un buen chico. Eres de corazón, ¿y qué dices? Eres de corazones.
Is that fresh meat I spy? Tremble, mortal, before
No.
the mighty skulls of scum.
It's
Yeah.
been longer than a rat's tail
capitán es
since
maldito.
I last set me sockets on a would-be pirate. Though I could swear we've crossed paths before.
Ah, perfecto.
But never mind all that. You'll be here.
¿Dónde me puedo sentar? Mala. ¿Y mi jarro? Ah, tengo la coco.
Well, if you're here to prove your worth
Voy a tener que buscar mi
too
jarro.
bad. We're no longer in charge around here. Aye, and what would be the
Hey,
point?
you shouldn't be, because it's the rules, that's
Be
why.
alive.
Porque no sé si-
Customers stay out front. Oh, right. Well, I guess you can look around. I want something fiery and hearty. Tough.
Es Murray.
Too bad I'm still missing one of the ingredients. Meat stew. When I can find... Sure enough, she told me to add them to the grog in anything I cook to provide us... No. Yeah, in the barrel. But don't think you can just go helping yourself. It's the expense. I got a bag you need us.
Comprarle un traje de tío. Ya lo haré con el tío de pirata, ya lo quité.
I've got my eye on it.
Joder. Me tiene fichado. Vamos a auronear un poquito. Y ya me quedo... Siempre salgo borracho del mismo sitio. Tuve que emborrachar ahora. Piezas de 8 descubiertas. Pero ¿dónde puedo ver las piezas? O comprar las piezas. O ver mi inventario. Ya estoy despierto otra vez. ¿En serio está la gaviota ahí? Esta gaviota. Está muy bien hecho, la verdad. ¿Fuente? Uy, me escucha algo raro.
Hey now, supplies of the legend of...
Libro de historia, 200 pesos. Hey, ¿el oro?
Sorry, but these items here, they're display models. Not, hey, it's not my fault these Legend of Monkey Island action figures are hot property.
Pues sí, tiene mucha
My
razón.
latest shipment got sunk down. Oh, then you need an exclusive Legend of Monkey Island meet and greet ticket. One of which I just so happen to have. But I can tell just by looking at you that you can't afford such a sought-after item. Maybe we can... Tell you what, if you can bring me my missing cargo, I'll not only give you the ticket free of charge, I'll be able to sell you some other mementos. Deal? Deal.
Mira, hacia la tota ya tengo la primera misión. Y creo que ya sé dónde está. Bueno, ya que estamos, vamos a hacerlo. Extenderé 2 horas de juego. Este es el barco hundido. Luego me dice que se la carga. Por eso no me gusta ver los trailers, porque te chiva mucho. No puedo entrar por ahí, ¿no? Este tiene que ser la carga. Sí, diré que hay. Sube. Ah, te la engancho a esta. Carajo, sube. Pero no sube. Ah. Eso explica muchas cosas. Vale, para arriba. Así que se va a hacer pedazos, loco. Necesito una herramienta. ¿Qué herramienta? Seguramente la conseguiré más adelante, seguro. ¿Esto se puede encender? A ver, podemos... Pensé que se puede subir por ahí. Ay, los juegos me han dañado el cerebro. Uy, brilla por aquí, ¿no?
Sorry, but these items... Hey, it's not my fault. Oh, then you need an... But I can tell just by looking at you that you can't... Tell you what, if you can bring me my... Sorry, but these items here... Hey, it's not my fault these Legend of Monkey... Oh, then you need an exclusive Legend of Monkey Island. But I can tell just by looking...
No me dicen enters. A los tres borrachos estos, a ver.
You lost? Well, then you come to the right pirates. We know pretty much everything. At this time of night, well, probably the only place with an open kitchen would be the Sky. The chef's a real stickler for the rules. If you're not the new assistant cook he's hired, you aren't getting anywhere. Well, you could try begging a gunpowder gummy off of one of the governor's guards, but it might be the last. Ah, up by the island lookout. No
verdad, tenemos que ir a ver el viejo
question. There's a
vigía.
pathway that leads to him just outside of the village.
Oh, I can't help it. There's just something about... The governor's guard dogs get tormented by the guards, you see. They've lost all the fire in their little bellies. I bet if they scarfed down a hearty meal, they'd soon be back to their nasty old self.
Sí, ¿eh?
What you do, see, you wait for your shipmate to get distracted. Then you pour some grog from your tankard into theirs without them catching you. They'll be snoring before you know it. That's when you sneak away and leave.
Creo que me acabo de dar la idea para robarle las bolsas de
Let
dinero.
me guess. Another pirate wannabe looking for easy answers. Well, let me tell you something. I highly doubt it. The governor hired a man to wind the mechanism, but most days he falls asleep in the scum bar and forgets. He's going to lose the clock tower. Of course we are! Salty old pirates through and through. But on Melee Island, that's to be expected. Most folks don't bat an eye. Now, the really rotten apples, they get taken to the town jail. That old place has seen better. They say the governor hired someone to fix up the place. Last time I saw him, he was having an argument with the guards. Some kind of pay they didn't want to. Eventually, they dragged him away and there was a ruckus. Lots of screaming and falling and such like. The poor sap never even got to pack away his tools.
¿Y dónde están esas herramientas? Pero quiero saber quién es.
I don't think so, stranger. This ain't Wally's Duff Map shop no more, and that means it's off limits to the likes of you. Gubernatorial guards only. And since I don't see no uniform, and you also look like you're alive, I'm thinking that means you ain't exactly a guard.
Guardia. Creo que vi uno en el bar Skunk. ¿Qué le pasa?
Wait just a second. By order of the governor, mischievous potions in all forms. That means this shop is permanently closed for business.
¿Qué pasa, Lechak? Algo me dice que el que contrató fue el tarado de Otis. Seguro. Si lo estuviera viendo. Hostia, la tienda con el... Oye, eso se ve demasiado bien. La iglesia.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Want to see something hilarious? There's a pack of piranha poodles in this alley that can't stand the sound of this thing. Watch.
Hijo de puta,
What's the matter? Can't you reach your lovely bony digits? All right, that's enough, you mangy mutts. Go lay down. I said that's enough. We guard the governor now, not you pathetic pooches. So get used to it. Now move along and don't start any trouble. I'm on break.
Pobre perro, loco.
Hey, get your own snacks, you thieving pirate wannabe. Those will burn a hole in your tongue.
Igual, tú deja. ¿Verdad? El circo, estarán los hermanos. Pero podría viajar por toda la isla. Aquí robando. Bueno. Le echa. Una tinta, ¿no? Vale, este
And
nomás.
where do you think you're going? Yeah, you... The governor's mansion is off limits to anyone who hasn't got an official invitation. Especially if you can't show me something to prove you're expected, you can turn right back around.
Vale. Vamos a ver a Otis, ¿no? Es que de verdad. Algo pequeño dentro. Joder, Otis. ¿Qué hace con un coco en la mano?
Are you a visitor?
A
It's
ver.
been so long since I've had anyone but Captain Coco to talk. Oh, there was a little misunderstanding after I came back from Monkey Island. I came in a little too fast and smashed up the jetty pretty bad. But it wasn't my fault! You ever try to sail a galleon crewed entirely by monkeys? They emptied out my bananas, ran off, and left me to take the blame! Sure have. But it's okay. I'm good friends with the legend of Monkey Island. I'm sure he'll be along to let me out, just as soon as he's finished his important, you know, governor stuff. And it's not like I'm alone this time. Captain Coco and I keep one another company. If he didn't have me to talk to, he'd have lost his mind by now. Where? Oh, no. That's Captain Coco. He was my first mate on our journey back from Monkey Island. Hello. Oh, it's simple. Captain Coco and I met back when I was stranded. Our monkey crew didn't trust me back then, so he was my only friend. And we've been inseparable ever since. Hey! I don't know how it is where you come from, but eating your shipmates is not okay. I'd sooner... That would be great! But I don't know how you would. The sheriff has all the keys, and I haven't seen him since the governor's... I don't know, Otis. Those locks look pretty rusty. I bet you could blow them wide open. That is a great idea! Captain Coco, you... Oh, shucks! You say good luck!
Claro, y este no me va a decir dónde están sus herramientas hasta que lo suelte. Ay, Dios mío. A ver, el juego original es tirarle un poquito de broje y a tomar por culo. Que explote todo. Bueno, ya hemos revisado casi todo menos la tienda.
Ahoy there, fancy pants.
Detonadores. Ah, vale, para los barriles. Uniforme de chef, 45 piezas de oro. La reserva. La ropa. Nada que ver. Ahora voy a ir a mirar. ¿Tú? Ah, poderosa. Oh, me gusta. Creo que voy a cambiar la espada. Vamos a poner la estándar. Y la pistola también. A ver. Ah, y la caja fuerte de esta.
That's the rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. It's modeled on the famous contraption used by the legend of...
Quiero ese puto pollo de
That's the
goma.
rubber chicken. It's modeled...
Quiero el puto pollo. Quiero el puto pollo de goma. La verdad, el libro, ¿eh?
Keep your hands off the display cases. I just polished them. Well, all my wares are right here on display, save for the reserve stuff. You don't suppose correctly. And before you ask, no, I don't offer credit. Find me some silver. Nice try. But I don't think so. This is a general store, not a pawnbroker.
No ofrezco crédito.
Well, money's still money no matter what time it is. Besides, leaving your store unattended on an... You have no idea how many swords, shovels, and other nautical accessories I had go missing. Now, there was a time when I might have taken a moonlight stroll to go and see. Wait! That's nobody else's business.
Ni ley. Ah, mira aquí. Vamos a ver. Vale. Cuaderno bitácora, por fin he conseguido el barco de la dama. Tengo triple. Ahora puede navegar. Cárcel. Tienda muy útil, podría ser una ayuda para llegar al ritmo. Guybrush, torre de reloj. Arescum. Reunido con los líderes piratas, vale. Tienda. Uniforme de chef, 45 piezas de A8. Detonante de lujo, vale. Pollo de goma, reservar. Ofreciste cambio. De transporte. El tapador. Entonces Otis. ¿Qué hacemos con el puto Otis? El mamón estrelló el barco. ¿Será ese? A lo mejor. No creo. Vamos para arriba, ¿no? Ay, cuando vea Stan, me voy a pegar un tiro. Para ver algo brillar. No habrá nada escondido por aquí, ¿no? Me fío menos de los de Rare. Problema aquí. Había una cosa a solicitar y yo ni me enteré. Vamos para arriba. Joder, no recordaba esto tan... Una pieza tirolina. Ay, necesito ese pollo. Quiero ese pollo. Vigía, ¿estás por aquí? Ah, míralo aquí.
Hey, hey, get your sticky fingers off my money. Don't think I don't see you.
No era ciego, cabrón.
Don't sneak up on me like that. My job, that's what. I'm the official lookout of Melee Island, appointed by Governor Squinky Thriftweed himself. It's my job to keep an eye out for storms, incoming ships, and so on, and report them directly to your ship. No offense, but that's barely a rowboat compared to the sort of ships made famous by the legend of the Sea Monkey. Well, now, that was a ship we're talking about. A fearless crew, a gallant captain, and the largest cereal supply you've ever seen. I don't so much care for chatting with the folks in town. Most of them just sit around telling tales about the legend of Monkey Island. I'd just as soon tend them a fire and stay out of trouble. But if you're looking for excitement, you should stop by the Scum Bar if you haven't. Here's a little free advice, though, chum. Stay out of the way of the governor's guards. No, I know they may seem harmless, but... You what? A ship, you say? Ooh, this could be serious.
Pringao. Pues si tú eres ciego.
Yeah, I see her. I see... Ah, no, it's just a trick of the moonlight.
Ya está ahí entretenido. Vale, el gobernador. Mucha nieve. ¡Epa! Mira eso de ahí. El circo. Ay, mi madre, el circo. Ya me veo que voy a salir volando. Ah, me tienen bloqueado, no me dejan. ¡Qué cabrones! O sea, hasta que no llegue a Guybrush no voy a desbloquear el resto de la isla. No. Vamos a volar. Pero es que no veo ningún sitio seguro para saltar, No, será cuestión de bajar. Tenemos que liberar el capullo de Otis. Epa, casi me caigo. Ahí abajo están los perros. Pues sí. Vale, tenemos que pensar. ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Cómo lo hacemos? Solo me queda revisar el bar Scum. Au. Ah, esta era. Qué carajo. Vamos a hablar con él.
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town?
Yeah.
Why, this is the world-famous Melee Island, of course.
Pero
Home to
te
some
me
of
hablaba
the
de que era...
filthiest rogues and rascals you'll ever cross paths with. Though if I were you, I'd not stray too far beyond the village. The weather's taken an awful turn tonight. A stranger could get lost in that. Oh, plenty of places to spend your pieces of 8. Though I'd wager most will be closed at this. Then there's the old jail, the church. But if you ask me, there's nowhere better than this very...
Pues sí.
Well, I am a pirate, but alas, Truth be told, I haven't been out on the waves for many a month. It all began when that LeChuck business forced us back to shore. Once, he was the terror of the Caribbean, roaming the seas on his fearsome ghost ship. Oh, not what. Who? I'm talking about the most fearless felon to ever don a captain. Once we heard what had happened to LeChuck, most of us pirates chose to retire. There's no point trying to compete with the legend of Monkey. Our governor is none other than the legend of Monkey Island. His mansion is on the other side of town. But because the governor's a busy man, that's why. Caught up writing his memoirs. It's the most pre-ordered book ever published on Melee Island. Come to think of it, it's also the first book ever published on Melee Island. But that just makes it even more exciting. You should talk to the important-looking pirates in the next. My name is Mancom Seepgood. The what of who? Never heard of it. Now I've sailed as far as Dinky Island, but Melee Island is a place to be nowadays. Now that you're here, you should relax and take a load. Maybe not on this, if you're brave enough to try.
Murray, no me toque los cojones.
What be ye wanting? Now that's the sort of question I'd expect from a pirate wannabe. Melee Island is pretty much wall-to-wall rogues and scoundrels. Granted, more than a few folks have retired from a life on the high seas and taken up other lines of work where they can. But pretty much everyone you'll rub shoulders with has flown the Jolly Roger at one time or another, and none of us are ashamed to it. Why should it? Governor Threepwood is in charge now. The days of being clapped in irons by the local sheriff are long gone, and it's all thanks to the... They say it lies. The whole of Monkey Island is surrounded by a strange mist that makes sailing there a treacherous prospect. Oh, really? Well, most folks tended to avoid the place once the ghost pirate LeChuck. Only the governor was brave enough to bring together a crew and make it all the way to... It's just one more reason he's held in such high regard. But I don't suppose even... I assume you mean pieces of 8? That's the currency we trade in here on Melee. The cook could have been persuaded to take you on, but he's already hired himself a new assistant, so you're out of luck there. Well, I'm sure if you keep your eyes peeled. Of course, a real pirate would notice more nefarious opportunities.
Back again? You're persistent, I'll give you that. Decided to chance your luck with the governor's guards, eh? Well, you can't head up through town. You might think so. But the fact of the matter is that the guards will turn you away unless you go. Now, I don't know where you'd go about acquiring such a thing, but there's one particular citizen who's special. You mean purveyors of tea, silks, that sort of thing? We don't allow... The pirates gotta eat, though, so we do take in shipments of goods from other islands. One of them sank at the docks just the other day, in fact. Ha! What do I look like, a merchant? If you're peckish and low on funds... pay him no heed, or he'll talk your ear off all night. Claims to hail from somewhere called Sailor's Grave, wherever that may be. Only when he starts up with a shanty. I never heard such a tuneless, talentless assault against the performing arts. He claims it's the best he can do on account...
¿Y tú qué me tienes que
Back
decir?
so soon? You've plenty of questions, I'll be bound. They say the name Scum comes from a language invented by one of the first. Some called him a genius. Others, who can say? If it hadn't been for the drive and vision of those pirate pioneers, test by which a pirate might prove themselves worthy. Trouble was, once word began to spread about the legend of Monkey Island and all that he'd accomplished, the trials that we did. But no matter how dangerous, deceitful, and despicable the trials became, not one of them held a candle to the... Eventually, nobody could manage to complete the trials, and the whole system was abandoned. He may not look it, but Governor Threepwood has the strength and stamina of 10 men. He's the champion of both our cable, and when it comes to his skill with the blade, his insults have flummoxed the sword master herself. Aye, that's a trick you'll get to learn if and when the governor judges you to be a worthy. A devastating witticism delivered at just the right moment can throw your opponent off balance. We pirate. Elaine Marley was her name, back before she became Mrs. Elaine Marley Threepwood. Few could win her heart back then. She was a fine leader, and just as fine a match for the legend of Monkey Island. That's putting it mildly. When Elaine invited him for dinner, LeChuck was instantly smitten and vowed to do whatever it... Needless to say, the legend of Monkey Island wasn't about to stand for that. But that was a long time past now. Makes me all...
Dale, a ver tú.
What business do you have with us now? Speak up!
I am Murray, the dim...
Ha! Pain.
At least I can... And one day...
Sure,
I'm just...
We're still...
En serio, están todos jodidos.
What business do you...
I am no mere decorator.
I...
Ay, raro, cuando haces las cosas mal es para matarte.
Hey, you shouldn't be back here. Can't help you there. I've just hired a new assistant, and they should be starting today. Don't know what the delay is all about, but I hope they remember to pick up their uniform from the general store. Of course it matters. Soon as they arrive, I'm going...